Hey guys, welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, and in this episode we explore the remainder of Yahweh's universe. But before we get into that, in between episodes we grinded up the party a reasonable amount. Nanashi is level 90, didn't really gain any new skills, and neither did Inanna. On the other hand, Krishna gained a couple of new things, most notably Drain Dark, so now he has no weakness. He also inherited Combat Tara, which costs a lot less MP than Luster Candy, but effectively does the same thing, and Salvation, which kind of stinks in this game. On the other hand, though, Shiva finally has Drain Physical, which is really strong, because NPCs at this difficulty just don't acknowledge it for whatever reason. He also learned Victory Cry, but I'll be honest, it's not really that helpful in this game. But yeah, before we can get any further into Yahweh's domain, we gotta fight a boss.
I don't remember crossing paths with whatever that thing is.
I don't think he cares if we remember. He looks ready to fight.
You who rebel against the divine will, listen well. I am Metatron, all-seeing voice of the Lord. By the Lord's command, heathens must be destroyed. Unclean ones, filth, perish by my judgment.
And it wouldn't be Yahweh's universe without, well, the Transformer Angel himself, Metatron. And in this game, unfortunately, he does have a weakness to Zeo. I think this fight would have been a lot more interesting if he had zero weakness. But since he is weak to electricity because he's a robot, yeah, we can just pretty much get free turns off him whenever we want. But yeah, Combat Tara really does help out a lot. In the next coming battles, unless you have a lot of great chakra or a lot of MP recovering items, you're going to find a lot of your demons may run out of MP quickly. So having that reduced MP on that skill, in my opinion, makes Krishna a pretty great demon at the end of the day. And oh crap, Fire Sanai, oh my god. I love that attack so much. But sadly, yeah, Metatron only has like one press turn. What the crud's up with that, Atlas? You gotta buff my favorite demon in the franchise for crying out loud.
We did it! No, it's not over yet. Huh?
My lord shall construct as many of me as necessary. Give up, filth.
They're mass-producing angels? Seriously? This is no time for complaints, I'm afraid. We must fight!
Oh. Alright then, well if they can't make one Metatron strong, I guess they'll just create 5. Yeah, the battle's still not much more difficult. In fact, if you have, like, any spells that target multiple characters, it's even easier, because you'll kill them, like, just as fast. But hopefully we'll get to see some of the turns and attacks that Metatron can do, and it's a darn shame, man. Metatron has always just been such a spectacular, just design demon and just entity in SMT in general, and to see him just relegated to being mass-produced angel, I don't know, I find that phrasing from Hallelujah just to be extra hilarious. But yeah, to make this fight even bigger of a joke, we're gonna use Imposing Stance just to take away one of their press turns. So now Metatron is back to having one press turn, which, yeah, basically just spams Fire Sanai over and over again. That's an almighty attack that can hit up to 6 times if I recall correctly, so potentially it could be more devastating on harder difficulties, but you know me, I'm playing on normal, so we really don't have to worry about that. But all in all, Metatron, this encounter, it's just here to kind of welcome you to the 3rd Brane, which, in my opinion, the 3rd and 4th Branes are marginally easier. And wow, we're already done? Holy crap. I thought I was just going to sit here spamming like Thunder Gods all day. No, that actually did it. Holy crud. That was even easier than in practice. Oh my gosh. Alright, well yeah, guys, that's Metatron. Kind of just came and left.
That was a close one. Can't believe he sent an army of archangels. He can send as many of his mindless servants as he likes. They're no match for us, right?
Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's move on.
Let's go, Nanashi!
Is it just me, or is Asahi's like most commonly said phrase in this entire game? Let's go, Nanashi! I don't really know. Maybe it's just me, but yes, in the third Brane, you're gonna encounter Herald demons, and they hurt. Unless you're as high level as me and have like all their weaknesses already memorized because you play the game far too often. But yeah, Casfiel, Lalia, they were all here. It's nothing you haven't. Alright, well, I need to turn Estoma on. But as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, it's nothing you haven't seen before. And there's also like some decent chests in here. Usually I don't like getting the chests in this area. And oh wait, this one doesn't have 2 chests, it's just material. Well, I just see the relics in this area. But most importantly, to clear this place in a very efficient manner, we're going to be abusing the teleporters in this Brane. And I still don't know why they went with Brane. Like, okay, a Brane is a thing in your head, but also has a second definition. And yeah, Flynn, you don't really need to fight that angel. We'll just progress onward. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I don't know. I find it kind of odd. I do believe the second definition fits this area, but then again, I don't know what else you'd call this other than third world or something like that. But then again, that wouldn't really make sense either, given that we're in a universe. Maybe planet. Nah, that doesn't really make sense either. You know what? Hey, maybe making up names is harder than I think. But yeah, luckily for us, since I did grind in between episodes, a lot of the demons here are simply just going to run away from us, which is ideally what I want to do. I'm also going to destroy this wormwood because just make things a little bit easier when we need to go back down. But yeah, the third and fourth Brane, just in my opinion, I feel like are just the right amount of difficulty but conveyance. Like, I don't really have any like major problems with any of these areas. I think there's one room in the fourth Brane, which we'll talk about most likely in this episode. In fact, I don't really think there's much left of the game. Once you beat Lucifer and Merkaba and Metatron, that's basically all the bosses until, well, the grand finale, which we haven't even begun to prepare for that. Most notably, I really need to level up my other units, basically. They need like more EXP. And now that I use those tomes on Shiva, I really want to get him to level 99 so he'll inherit the strongest physical attack in the game. At least, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, we're already here. Well, now that we're in the third Brane G, for whatever reason, I don't know, that just sounds very strange. Luring water, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, you can literally buy those for like 700 Maka. Why is that a treasure in the lab? Didn't even have a treasure. Alright, anyways, this is the main component of this area. This red crystal. Now, there have been in other Branes specific doors that have like a red aura around them, but they're not linked to anything. Well, once you interact with this crystal, now those portals are open, and all the previous Branes too, which is very handy. Now, I highly recommend you get these because this is going to lead you to the blue and the gold crystals, or gems, whatever the dump they are, I don't care. And if you have all of these unlocked, which there are 3, and now we're going to work towards getting the other ones, the fourth Brane, and arguably the hardest, can be simplified to just like a couple floors. Now, I know I stated like in previous videos that the goal of these specific videos is just to get you through Yahweh's universe as quickly as physically possible. But trust me, this is going to make your life very, very easy. So the first path we're going to take is on the left side. We're going to go through these red doors, and now I need to remember. I actually do have my maps with me for this segment, but there's like a little bit of backtracking, so kind of can't read that. But you know what? I'll navigate it. This place isn't really too hard to... Oh, the second I say that, I go the wrong way. Well, let's head back upstairs and go the correct path now. So basically, this is going to lead us to another one of those crystals, and in the next Brane, there's going to be a specific, like, path that if we take that path... Oh, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, well, this is where the Serifs spawn. Okay, I actually wanted to talk about these demons, but didn't want to have to encounter... Oh my gosh, these guys hurt. Okay. So these are the Serifs, and currently you cannot fuse these demons until New Game Plus. And I love these demon designs so much. If memory serves me right, they originated in Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey. and I love the art direction in that game a lot. Also, they're very scary, and I believe they are weak to, I want to say Zon. I'm pretty sure it's Zon, and yeah, that Salvation would be really great to have, but in all honesty, the fact that oh crap. Oh gosh, this is not good at all. I was really not prepared to fight these guys, and they were getting crits like crazy. Oh, well, and they're wasting all their turns on using fire attacks when we resist that. And Shiva just flat out absorbed. Okay. I gave the Serifs the benefit of the doubt, thinking, yeah, they can kick my butt. They might have a chance. No, they can't. But yeah, Salvation, in this game, basically if you're smirking while using it, it will absorb your smirk. And yeah, they are weak to wind. Okay, that's good. It will absorb smirk and remove all status effects. Let's just not beat around the bush. That is a giant nerf to that ability. But at the same time, I sort of do need it on at least like one demon, so oh well. Medea Rahan probably better, but regardless though. Shiva, get him, man! Oh my. More reinforcements. Okay, I just love the animation for Berserker God, and wait till you see the next attack. It has like such a great animation, but yeah. Horde battles, I don't know if they should come back. I mean, they were a novel concept, and they kind of did reward you for having, like, spread out damage. I don't know, they kind of outstayed their welcome. Like, in the original SMT4, they were cool, you know? They gave us, like, a little diversity that was never seen in the franchise. You never saw more than, like, 4 or 5 demons out in the field at once. I think, like, the cap was 5. I don't really remember. I haven't played the SNES SMT games in quite a while, so it's been a bit. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's more, but point being, past Nocturne, there wasn't really a lot of that, so it was cool to see that again. Now, I'm done with it. I don't care anymore, please. But, yeah. I'm actually thinking of, I know it's a little bit early to be discussing this, but for the New Game Plus, I'm starting to think that maybe Magic, at least from like a post-game perspective, isn't as good as I think it is. Also, yeah, here's the gold, or yellow, or whatever the crap you want to call it, crystal. This is going to open up these doors. And you basically need to only, like, open up one extra door to progress to the end of this Brane. But I'm going to get the other one anyways, because it's going to save me a lot of time. And it's also very, very close and easy to get. See, the reason this room always trips me up is because, like, you wouldn't think the crystal's right across the room, right? So that's why I went to the right. But it is. So my bad. Anyways, we're going to go after the next crystal now. But as I was saying before, I do believe that maybe if you have a way to get physical pierce, which yes, there is a way to get that. If you could get that onto your main character, that wouldn't actually be that bad, because as we progress through the game, you're going to find a lot more demons just flat out do not have weaknesses. Not in this specific area, but I'm speaking of specific boss battles that are still coming. And at the end of the day, you're not going to get that damage increase from exploiting their weakness, so you'd have to rely on crits, and I might as well get this, since we're going to be using it to warp back to like the end of this dungeon, or more or less where we found that first crystal. But yeah, I've been thinking about that lately. I feel like, though, it would kind of not necessarily ruin my current Nanashis. As I was saying, that actually kind of took me by surprise. I didn't think a demon would be higher level than me, but I feel like my current Nanashi's identity is really based around using wind magic. I don't really know why. I think it's just because of the green jumpsuit. Kind of has that whole Zon sort of thing. But despite that, yeah, all the elements are pretty darn balanced in this game since there's no freezing. But yeah, here's the next crystal. It's even easier to find than the last one. It's the blue crystal. Now that we have both of these, basically we're pretty much done in Yahweh's universe. Now we just need to take either one of these like special doors into the middle segment of this universe and then proceed to the fourth. And the fourth, if you have both of these crystals activated and take the specific path that I will be taking, okay, that was kind of lucky. I was really sure I was going to get sent to a battle, but yeah, if you have that extra crystal, you're pretty much done. And I feel sort of bad that there isn't really much more for me to discuss about this area, because simply put, a lot of it is reused content. Outside of Serif, the White Angels, and Metatron, who I believe in the fourth Brane will start to be an encounter. And why could I not teleport? Okay. Kind of took me a bit, but yeah, let's return to this specific Brane where we first saw the crystal. But yeah, I feel it's not necessarily game padding. I think Atlas did this in the most tasteful way. recycling content, that is, because it makes sense. Yahweh obviously has legions of demons, angels, everything under his control because he created it all. And oh my god, okay, good, they're all repelled. That's the outcome that I would want, but at the same time, I feel like maybe more than just Metatron would have been like a better way to finish off this segment. And I believe, yeah, we need to take this blue door. It's very easy to get lost in here. I have a tendency of not looking at my bottom screen, instead looking at the map that I created for myself. But yeah, we're basically almost done here. Oh crap. Okay, this is not good. They're both smirking. Let's just try and run away. How's that? Okay, good. We did succeed. All right, that would have been bad. Yeah, that Serif with its riot gun. We haven't really gone over a lot of the physical abilities in this game, but that attack is very devastating. Now, this isn't required at all, but I guess we might as well celebrate the last use, or possible use, I guess, of the Jade Dagger. Some people hate it. Some people love it. You know what? In my opinion, it does add a little bit of, like, puzzle to these areas, and I really hope none of these demons catch up to me. Run, Nanashi! Run like the wind! Okay, we made it. Cool. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of things with this game aren't bad. The Atlas team did the best with what they had, given that this game is more or less was planned to just be DLC for SMT4, but eventually like made it into its own release. And in that regard, I think they did a spectacular job. Like, if you go into it knowing that, it's a lot more forgivable with a lot of things, or at least I feel that way. Now, I understand I'm very biased because I love Atlas. Also, yeah, we're here to the last Brane, but I don't know, I start to feel like this very odd sense, like with a couple of the designs with some Atlas games. Like, a lot of the time, things start off very nice and well-shaped. You can tell a lot of love and care went into the things, but sometimes towards the end, it just feels like, I don't know, maybe the dungeon designers are mad at us. Like, I don't know how to describe that better. And yeah, this is the door I need to take. My map is inverse for the fourth Brane, so things are going to get a little bit tricky, but I don't know if I'm the only person that feels this way, but sometimes it just seems almost cruel. Like, I don't know why. Do the dungeon designers at Atlas just, are they mad that, you know, their games aren't more popular? I mean, sometimes I feel that way about the franchise. It's spectacular, and for one reason or another, I do feel like certain things could be changed to make it more marketable to more audiences so they can enjoy this type of gameplay, but I don't know. Now I'm just kind of ranting, aren't I? But that's something I've, like, really felt, especially with, not really SMT4 vanilla, but definitely some of the more recent Atlas releases. Don't know why. I just feel like they're trying to make us upset and feel their pain. Maybe that's intentional. Like, Yahweh wants to make us feel the pain and suffering, all these other negative things that goes into creating something and having things not work out. Also, yeah, we're here to the Brane R. This is the area which, if you have both the gold crystal and the blue crystal, you can access basically the last Brane and get that much closer to Yahweh's, like, dwelling, which means we're basically done. Once you reach Brane S, you're pretty much finished, believe it or not. Also, you can encounter Metatron as a random encounter here, and if you bind him, he'll give you pretty good money if you're using the fundraising apps, which I still don't have and could get actually if I wanted to assist me in some Maka grinding, but I think we're actually done spending Maka for the time being. But yeah, that kind of actually just flew by. Don't really know where that tangent of creating something and having it not work out, but yeah, that's the final staircase of the game. Holy crud. We made it, Flynn. And in the next episode of Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, we prepare for the final battle and challenge Yahweh's last guardian. So see you guys then. Bye.